Welcome to my full moon eclipse special. Tonight is just after 9 o'clock on Sunday night, the 24th of March, 2024. And in the morning, now this is only UK time. I'm not sure when it happens elsewhere, but I'm going to look at the moon diary. I did say that I had a little bit of a special for this eclipse. So this is Gwydion's moon diary. I got that in Glastonbury around Christmas time. I was there, and anyway, I had to have the moon diary. So here we are in the morning at 7:14 is the eclipse at 7:14 hours, penumbral, visible Western Europe, all the Americas and adjacent oceans, most of Australasia, Arctic and Antarctic. It's going to be a full moon eclipse, and I am not an astrologist, but I'm doing my best to understand and try to hopefully we can understand together, so find out things. So what I did was I took my Moonology deck and my Moonology manifestation deck, the oracle cards, and I don't use it enough. I need to get more familiar with it, but I'm just going to read some of the things that are in the Moonology. So my special is going to be these Moonology cards, and I just want to see about how it's going to affect, the eclipse is going to affect the royal family. So anyway, number one, I got the full moon, the full moon in Libra, and the full moon eclipse cards. So the full moon is saying surrender to the divine, and this message will be for the royal family as well. The full moon in Libra is a win-win outcome is forecast. I certainly hope so. And full moon eclipse conclusions are within reach. So let's just look it up for a second. The surrender to the divine. I'll get this off the camera so that you won't have to see me look this up here. This is telling, this is for the royal family, and I actually looked it up for the Waleses, Princess Catherine, because she just broke the news about her cancer. It's so sad. I couldn't even do a reading yesterday because I was so upset. And but what is happening, it says surrender to the divine, and this is saying tune into your emotions now and see what they're telling you. Of course, the moon is all about emotions, and let's see. Matters will soon conclude, and you'll find out whether or not your wishes are going to come true. One of the affirmations, attuned to the moon, I am getting the answers I need. And this is for everyone watching too. So if you're in a quandary or you have an issue, just remember to affirm that I am getting the answers I need. Additional meanings for this card is a wish you made may be about to come true. It's make or break time. There could be a sense of madness in the air. Breathe deep and stay calm. You may need to forgive someone to release negative energy. Now that's hard for me, so it's hard. hard for a lot of people, but that's one of the lessons we need to learn, to forgive someone, and it will release negative energy. And it is time to let go of the past and move on. The teaching is the full moon marks the climax of the lunar cycle, making this card something of a power card. The full moon is often the time when answers are given to questions asked during the new moon, and pulling this card at any time in the lunar cycle suggests answers will be coming your way before too long. So the next card, I'm going to put this one over to the side so I don't get them mixed up. That one is for the manifestation oracle cards. This is a win-win outcome. A win-win outcome is forecast, and that is the full moon in Libra. Okay, so this this is saying it's a win-win outcome is forecast. Since full moons are about climaxes and conclusions, this card suggests you're either about to start a new relationship or that an important existing relationship is changing somehow, perhaps coming to an end or moving to a new level of commitment. It's important to remember that people come to us for a reason, and sometimes just for a season. If a relationship is ending now, it's doing so at the right time. Try not to fight it. This card can also refer to a professional relationship. There's a sense that you need to balance your ego with someone else's needs. A win-win outcome is possible with give and take. Your affirmation for this is it's saying attune to the moon and let go of that which is falling away. That's interesting because that is saying surrender to the divine as well. It's time for you to make a firm decision. Time for you to focus on yourself for a while. Look after yourself, but avoid vanity. Now is a great time for a makeover. The teaching is no matter when you pull the full moon in Libra card, it encourages you to find a balance between your desires and those of the people around you. Balance is a very Libran energy, and the full moon brings things to a peak. Dramas and upsets bring partnerships to the fore. Libra energy also brings love energy. Negotiations are easier. And so the last card is the full moon eclipse. I just put them all together because, we have the full moon in Libra, and the full moon eclipse. So I thought I'll just get all these out, and
I just want to take this time to thank you all for being patient with me and for learning
full moon eclipse
as well along with me.
Conclusions are within reach. Okay, so I think these are lovely cards anyway. So the full moon eclipse. And just like that, a door slams shut. If you pull this card, it suggests that the situation you're asking about is about to reach a peak or has just done so, and things are now out of your hands. What you're experiencing now is what your soul signed up for, a way for you to learn and for your soul to evolve. So allow events to unfold and be easy on yourself. If you're letting go of someone or something, know that it's the right time, as hard as it might be. Forgiving someone for what they did could be the key to resolving this situation in a positive way. It doesn't make right what they did, but it releases it so you can move on. It says attune to the moon, and that would be like an affirmation. That which is meant for me will not pass me by. Additional meanings for this card. Doors which slam shut now will not reopen. It's time for you to get back on track. Forgiveness will set you free of karma. Meditation, pranayama, and yoga nidra are all recommended now. Seed control and let events unfold. Full moons are nearly always about climaxes and very often about conclusions. Full moon eclipses are the same, but on steroids. A full moon eclipse can be hard to handle because it portends change, something many of us are uncomfortable with, but change is part of this life, and this card, no matter when you pull it, reminds you of that fact. Full moon eclipses can also give us a glimpse into what Carl Jung called the shadow self. Work with your darkness. And I really, at this time, Princess Catherine is in the dark night of the soul, so I think, this is very hard when somebody tells you forgive, and but I think, I've been in a situation where people have treated me horribly, and not like Princess Catherine and not like the royals have been receiving these horrible, horrible things from the media. It's endless, but the thing is, I chose to forgive, but it's forgiving for me is just getting that person out of my life and just moving on. And it's been very hard, but I have come out better. So I think that's a big lesson for her. And also, the thing about the full moon eclipse, and it's very good news, I think, is that it will get these things out of her life as well. She can let it go, and things are coming to an end. These bad things, hopefully. So that's a good. That is a good message for her. So this one is the Moonology Manifestation Oracle, and it is the full moon in Libra. Find a balance. That's beautiful, isn't it? And here you have the scales right here, and that's Libra, I believe. So let's see. Full moon in Libra. Find a balance. I couldn't. I don't think they have eclipse cards in this one, so I'll just have to. Let's see. 92. I'll just have to read this one. So now this one says, focusing on your wants and needs is understandable. We all need to look after ourselves. This card suggests that you need to find a balance between what you need versus what someone else needs. Walk a mile in their shoes. And once you understand where they're coming from and why, you can take action. So, this is interesting. If you've been through a worrying time, including regarding your health, this card reminds you to find the right people for help. Make up your own mind about your situation rather than being too influenced by others. Your manifestation affirmation is, there is love all around me. I am lovable. And with the Princess of Wales and the Prince of Wales, the outpouring of love to them, I think they were overwhelmed and they didn't really realize. And to be honest, I even sent Princess Catherine a get well card, and I have never ever done that in my life, but I was moved to do so, and I hope that she sees it, but I know millions and millions of people will, send her the loving messages, and she might not ever see mine, but I just felt like I wanted to do it. So, there's a couple, let's see. These two kind of stood out to me to use. I love that one, the Magical Nordic Tarot, and the Lemurian Star Child Oracle. So I'm going to use these in a second. I just want to read a few things here that I'd written down about the lunar eclipses and eclipses as a whole. I found it very interesting, so I wrote some things down here. So, number one, Prince William was born on June 21st. He's a Cancer. The lunar phase was waxing gibbous moon, born a few hours after the solar eclipse. And Princess Catherine was born on a lunar eclipse in the sign of Cancer. I think that's kind of funny how Prince William was born in the sign of Cancer, and he was born after a solar eclipse, and Princess Catherine was born on a lunar eclipse in the sign of Cancer. King Charles was born during a lunar eclipse in Taurus. Princess Diana and Prince Charles were married the evening before a solar eclipse in Leo. They announced their separation in 1992, which corresponded with a lunar eclipse in Gemini. Princess Diana's car crash, unfortunately, occurred the evening before a solar eclipse in Virgo. January 8th, 2020, Meghan and Harry announced they were stepping back as senior members of the royal family. 2 days later was a lunar eclipse in Cancer. King Charles, the coronation, he was crowned during a lunar eclipse, and some people say this could cast a shadow over his time as monarch and signal bad news. Well, they have had bad news after bad news. Sometimes lunar eclipses are seen as a bad omen, and I want to say something about this as well. I remember the day that Rishi Sunak met with the king. This is right after he was put into office as a prime minister, and there was a solar eclipse on that day when he took office, when he met the king. Apparently you have to meet with the monarch, and then you take office or something. I'm not sure if that's how you get sworn in or whatever. I remember that Liz Truss, she went out that day, and Rishi Sunak came in the same time or same day, and it was all during a solar eclipse. And I was on my way to Bristol, and I remember this very clearly. I looked up. It was a clear morning, and in the sky was a humongous pentagram. It made from like the chemtrails or whatever you call them. It was a pentagram, a giant pentagram in the sky, as far as you could see, like for miles and miles. And it really kind of creeped me out. I was wondering, what is this? It was a solar eclipse. Rishi Sunak was being sworn in or whatever by the king, and this gigantic pentagram they made in the sky. I mean, very strange. Now, I know pentagrams are for protection, but goodness, it was just so odd, so anyway, I would just like to check on the Waleses because they're on holiday, and hopefully they'll be having a great time away and a great rest that they absolutely need. And I'm going to have to keep the book out. Look how thick that book is, because there's 80 cards. What I'm going to do is just pull one card for Catherine. You know what? I'm not even going to do that, because it's too, I mean, look how big this deck is. So what I'm going to do is just kind of, I'll pull a card for Catherine and Princess Catherine. And let's see what that, okay, this one is the one. Joy of life, trust, open your hands, share, let go. Okay, I'll put these back up here. I'll put these back, and we'll just have a little read and see what that says. So, I think this is telling her, to with all the stuff that's happening, the joy of life is to, trust, open your hands, share, let go. So maybe let go of the past. I'm going to look and see what that one says. The affirmation is, I let go and surrender, trusting in the flow of God's love, which has brought me to this moment. And this is the Lemurian Star Child Oracle, and it says, we would like you to play, both you and your inner child. Do you feel heavy because life is not going your way, because you are in a dense environment, or would you simply like to receive a blessing? Rest in our arms, dear one, the arms of the Divine Mother. Let us embrace all of your feelings until you can smile again. Receive divine love until you can roll around on the floor, laughing with the joy of just being alive at the divine joke of it all. You, my Lemurian star child, are a unique part of an ecstatic and endlessly creative universe. The divine consciousness behind this universe flows with bliss and unending love. Visualize your heart opening to receive unconditional love, joy, and bliss. Your affirmation, my entire body is a recipient of joy, including every organ, cell, and particle. How apt is that for Princess Catherine? That's a lovely message. And lastly, we have this lovely magical Nordic tarot. I only used it around Christmas, but I loved it so much. So beautiful. So this is a lovely Nordic tarot. With this reading, I would like to ask for Princess Catherine, Prince William, and their 3 beautiful children. Please show us some good news. Oops. Oh, the star. Oh, the star. That's like hopes and wishes. Okay. Please show us some good news for Princess Catherine, Prince William, and the children. Thank you. Okay, and let's put that over here. That's a good one. Wishes. The 6 of Swords in reverse. Well, that's a thing. It says boundaries on it, and boundaries have been breached, haven't they? That's usually going into calmer waters, but they have absolutely been breached for Princess Catherine. So, please show us, are they going to have good news, please? The Hermit in reverse. This is saying wisdom, and I do believe that in reverse is telling that maybe she should go in, go inward more often and try to get answers from her inner higher true self, so that's what I think that is. Maybe take some time, because the hermit is taking time alone. It looks like he's kind of in a yoga position. So I would say that she needs to take time out to herself more and take care of herself more. Can you tell us the outcome, please? And please give us some good news for Princess Catherine, Prince William, and their beautiful children. The Nine of Pentacles in reverse. That says gratitude. I do think that she's, because it's usually like a beautiful lady, independent woman, and it's upside down, and so she hasn't been feeling like that for sure, and especially with all the horrible rumors. What is the outcome, please? Please give us some good news. The Seven of Wands in reverse, defending, definitely trying to keep all, no matter what's happened, it seemed like at every turn, even though they've been trying to defend, trying to protect, the defenses have been broken, the boundaries have been broken, she's felt upside down because of it and not herself. So, okay, I'm not going to pull any more cards because that's enough. So, I hope you enjoyed this reading, and I'm so glad that you joined me tonight. I appreciate all of my followers, subscribers, my friends here on the channel, and thank you so much for spending this evening with me. I hope you are not bothered by the lunar eclipse, and I hope that you please protect yourself. And if you like my content, please hit the like button. And I will see you in the next one. Thank you.